Today, we will be covering hybrid denture design with SprintRay Cloud. During the first patient visit is when the pre-op data is acquired and then uploaded to SprintRay Cloud. This is also when the appointment for the day of surgery is scheduled. Between the first patient visit and the second patient visit, within 3 business Today, we will be covering hybrid denture design with SprintRay Cloud. During the first patient visit is when the pre-op data is acquired and then uploaded to SprintRay Cloud. This is also when the appointment for the day of surgery is scheduled. Between the first patient visit and the second patient visit, within 3 business days, you will receive a smile design for your approval for the final aesthetics of the case. The second patient visit is the day of surgery when the post-op data is acquired. This data is then supplied to a designer on standby who will provide the final printable appliance within 30 to 45 minutes for same-day delivery. This is where the initial records are taken of the upper and lower scan as well as the bite. If that bite dimension has collapsed, the doctor will need to set that VDO with a leaf gauge or an existing relined denture. We're also going to be taking clinical photos of the patient. Once we have acquired that pre-op data, we will then go to SprintRay Cloud Design, select a patient, then start a new hybrid denture treatment. On the lab form for hybrid dentures, you will find an option for scheduling an appointment. Schedule this time for when you expect to be finished with the surgery and are able to upload the data for the designer on standby. This process ensures you will have a designer ready to design your final appliance once that surgery is complete. Once you have scheduled that appointment, fill out the rest of the lab form according to the patient's needs and treatment requirements. This is where you will upload the intraoral scans or the scans of the existing denture, as well as the patient photos. Once complete, submit your case. Within 1 to 3 business days, you will receive an email notifying you that the designer has provided a smile design for this case. Click on the provided exocad viewer link to open a new window and review the smile design in 3D. You will also be provided with an immediate denture design for the day of surgery in case you are unable to deliver the implant prosthesis. Once you have reviewed the smile design and immediate denture, message the designer indicating your approval. On the day of surgery, we'll be placing the fiduciary markers in the patient's palate. For the upper palate, we'll be placing a minimum of 2, and for the lower palate, we'll also be placing a minimum of 2 in the retromolar pad area. Once the fiduciary markers have been placed, we'll be taking an upper and lower scan of the patient as well as the bite. On that same day of surgery, we're also going to be capturing the post-op data. For users of the OptiSplint system, once the tissue has been sutured, place temporary healing caps in the implants and perform an intraoral scan for use later during appliance design. Next, place the scan body wings in the implants and torque in place, then lute together using the included frame. The OptiSplint jig can either be scanned intraorally in the patient's mouth or scanned externally using the scan plate if data acquisition in the mouth is difficult. If utilizing photogrammetry, place the domino scan bodies in the implants, then perform the imaging procedure using your photogrammetry device. Once you have acquired the post-op data using photogrammetry or OptiSplint, return to Cloud Design and select the case for this patient. Then you will message the designer and attach the new post-op data taken during the day of surgery. This upload and request should correspond to the appointment time that you set. At this time, you can also request an ETA for completion of the design from the designer. The SprintRay designer will inform you of the ETA of the completed design and also request any additional information if needed. Once the design is complete, you will receive an email notification and link to the case where you can preview and approve the final design. The included link to the exocad 3D viewer will allow you to preview all aspects of the finalized appliance design, including the implant location and orientation. Once you have previewed the file, click the Approve Files button. Then you are ready to print, post-process, and deliver your same-day hybrid denture.